Has the EV bubble burst? Well, that's still up for debate, but the vehicle we're testing here today, the BYD Sealion 6, is not an EV. It's a plug-in hybrid vehicle. The Chinese car maker is hedging its bets with its first mid-size SUV and first PHEV in Australia. But what do you reckon will happen in the future? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Onwards. The BYD Sealion 6 is the wagon-shaped sister model to the BYD sedan that arrived in Australia in 2023. But unlike that all-electric sedan, this mid-size SUV is BYD's first vehicle with a combustion engine, and it won't be the last. There's a ute coming later in 2024 that will also be a hybrid. Anyway, the Sealion 6 is offered in two model grades, and with either single or dual e-motors, it has a significantly higher range than most EVs at around 1,000 kilometres, but can also do the rounds in the suburbs in pure EV mode, saving fuel and reducing CO2 emissions. The only mid-size SUV rivals with plug-in hybrid systems are the Mitsubishi Outlander plug-in hybrid EV and the MG HS Plus EV. Pricing is, we're not sure, because as we film this, we're still about 3 or 4 weeks away from the launch of the vehicle when delivery starts. So they're not telling us until that happens, so check the comments below and we'll put the pricing in down there. But the brand says it will be competitive, which is promising. Like all BYD models, you get a 6-year warranty and an 8-year battery warranty, which is all pretty standard and looks good on paper. But the devil's in the detail. For instance, the multimedia system and the shock absorbers are only covered for 3 years of warranty, which is about as clear as mud. I think BYD really needs to rework this whole system, because if something does go wrong, it's going to leave a bad taste in the mouths of customers. BYD says this powertrain is a super hybrid. We'll soon see about that, but it comprises a small turbo petrol engine combined with 2 electric motors, one on the front axle, one on the rear axle, and together they pump out a pretty beefy 238 kilowatts of power. The company reckons it'll go from 0 to 100 in less than 6 seconds. That is not hanging about. We'll see how quick it feels later. But there is also the entry-level model, which only has the one electric motor on the front axle, and that one is front-wheel drive, not all-wheel drive like this one. When it comes to charging, it's pretty quick, but that's because the Blade battery isn't exactly huge. Range is claimed to be 81 kilometres in pure EV mode, and BYD reckons total range extends to almost 1,000 kilometres when using both petrol and electric power. First impressions, very nice. It feels very solid. The doors have a nice thud, a bit of weight to them. It's not as kooky as the BYD Atto 3 electric SUV. It's more conventional, and I think a lot of people are going to like that. The seats, they're cushy, they're comfortable, plus they're 8-way adjustable, they're heated, they're cooled, and that's on both models. Again, very good standard equipment. Storage solutions are pretty good in this vehicle, and that's because the whole platform is based on an EV platform, not a combustion engine one, which means you get a big, massive area under here for odds and sods, you know, your wallet, your bag, maybe a pair of shoes, I don't know. Plus there's USB A and C and a 12-volt socket under there, and I love this, twin large wireless phone chargers. That's really cool. You've got spring-loaded cup holders here that aren't too bad. A very large central bin with a special glass cracker, so if you drive into a lake you can smash the glass. It's quite unique, and there's also big door pockets too, and although I don't have my mega gulp with me, it does fit. It's a giant water bottle. It's impressive. In terms of infotainment, technology and convenience features, it will meet the expectations of most customers shopping around for a modern-day SUV, with all the multimedia boxes ticked. The 15.6-inch central screen is fantastic, super high resolution, clear visuals, and it's got a lot of processing power. Look how quickly it responds. It's really, really nice what they've done here. And the swiveling screen never gets old. It is just tremendous. And it's one of my kids' favorite features of any car ever. Plus, it actually does have some uses. When you go into navigation, it actually makes the map work a little bit better. You can see a lot further ahead than usual. However, if If you want to use wireless Apple CarPlay, it only works in landscape, but Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are now wireless, which is great. BYD has included physical controls for the air conditioning and the defogging of the front window, so you can turn them on and off, and also a volume control. Well done, I like that. However, if you want to drill down into the temperature controls, you have to hit this and then do this and do that and hit this, and it's a little bit convoluted. Me personally, I'm old school. I would have preferred some dials or physical controls for a bit more of that fine tuning. This car can adjust a lot of systems with over-the-air updates, and I have found out that all the beeps and bleeps from the advanced driver assistance systems have finally been dialed back. Those updates have been applied to the Seal sedan now, if you've updated that, and they come with this stock standard, which is great, and it's nice to have a feature like that where car systems can be updated on the run without having to take it into a dealership. Like most Chinese cars, the reversing camera system is very good, with heaps of functionality and different views. The BYD Sealion 6 also ticks all the boxes in terms of safety and driver assistance systems, including traffic sign recognition for real-time speed limit updates. The back seat is a little bit hit and miss. Headroom pretty tight for a 182 centimetre Homo sapien like myself. That's probably because of the glass roof, which is standard on every model. Legroom though is really good. I've got the seat where I normally sit in the front, and I've got heaps of room. The seat quality is good, like the front, a little bit cushy, nice and soft, a little bit form-fitting. It's a really nice place to spend time, and it feels like there's a lot of room back here. There's a lot of width, which is always nice. Amenity is not amazing though. You do have tilting seats, so you can change the angle a little bit, which is good, I guess. The fold-out armrest, you've got air vents, USB A and C, little LED lights here, but there's nothing particularly innovative or amazing back here. The power-operated tailgate reveals a pretty big boot. This is actually pretty decent size for a hybrid. Amenity's not amazing. I'm not seeing any bag hooks or tie-down points, but you do have the cargo cover here. That is pretty solid. That's removable. Charging cables in a little bag there. They take up a bit of room, but I love the fact you've got vehicle to load cables here. So you can plug it in to the side of the car and you've got up to 6,000 watts of power, or 6 kilowatts. Well, apart from that swiveling screen up front, this is a fairly conventional SUV inside, but will it feel conventional on the road? Cue the driving music. Now, full disclosure, we are driving this vehicle on the Lang Lang Proving Ground, the same place that we conduct our Car Sales Car of the Year testing. It's got a variety of different surfaces, all of which are designed to emulate real-world conditions. So, circling back, and yes, this does feel fairly conventional until you nail the throttle, and that feels seriously muscular. It takes a little while for the engine to kick in, but that 238 kilowatts of power is impressive. This is not a slow vehicle. It's really smooth in the way it delivers power. It generally tries to use the two electric motors and will only use the petrol motor when you hit that detent and really push it hard or do a standing start. And another thing that's really impressive is how quiet it is. Even when that engine is going full bore, it is so whisper quiet. It's impressive. BYD could stand for backyard dynamics, because when it comes to navigating corners, this SUV is not particularly confident. It lacks the handling prowess and overall polish of more established mid-size SUVs like the RAV4, Nissan X-Trail, and especially Kia Sportage. I feel like a few tweaks to the suspension would really make this a lot more enjoyable to drive. But ride comfort, which is arguably more important for family SUV buyers, is very, very good. The suspension soaks up pretty much everything that we've thrown at it on the Lang Lang Proving Ground, from short, sharp bumps to longer, slower lumps, and that's definitely a big plus. BYD reckons you'll get about 81 kilometers out of the lithium-ion battery, the BYD Blade battery, and that claim feels a bit out of whack. It is hard to test on a proving ground like this, especially when we're doing different types of driving and exercises, but I think from my experience, you're going to be looking at about 55 to 60 kilometers if you drive it very gently on pure EV, and if you nail it, a lot less than that. I'm not convinced the EV bubble has burst, but it's a savvy move from BYD to slide sideways and offer this SUV as a plug-in hybrid vehicle. There are better SUVs out there, but this is a very solid offering in Australia's largest new vehicle segment. And with a few tweaks, this vehicle could be truly great. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and have a little chat in the comments below. Would you go full EV or would you go hybrid? Let me know.